also offer is better passing in the game, which seems to be the missing piece in GoldStars game this afternoon.
Let's find out if they would actually find that missing piece. And the second half will start shortly, but currently it is goalless between Swedru All Blacks and Bibiani GoldStars here at the Swedru Sports Stadium. Match day 4, and it's getting very, very interesting. Remember that tomorrow there's also another game between Asante Kotoko and Kwando Heart of Lions. But Kelvin also will be joining Benjamin Willie Graham for the second half commentary.
And so we rise again beneath the Swedru skies, where the first half dust is yet to settle. And the echoes of ambition still dance across the pitch. The Swedru All Blacks team returned, dropped in determination, while their fans are roaring with the unbroken belief across them. Stand the GoldStars team, who are still glimmering with resolve, chasing that glitz of glory that only 90 minutes can offer. And so 45 minutes remain, 45 minutes for courage to bloom, for brilliance to blaze, and for football's poetry to find its final verse here in Swedru. Two teams are walking onto the pitch after an exciting first 45 minutes, already not seeing too many of the chances coming the way of the Bibiani GoldStars side. They're just hoping at least they will be able to come back stronger in the second half. Possibility of making some bit of a change there in the side of the two teams. Two coaches are beginning to weigh their options and see exactly what they're able to produce in the second 45 minutes already. We're just about starting the second half already, and the home side, Swedru All Blacks, picking signals that they might want to throw in Godfred Quay into the game. Fathi really not able to mess things up at all in this particular game, and ensuring that he's able to come out with something special. There was a change there with Neriba, who's just been pushed out. And so his position taken there by Godfred Quay.
I think it's a like-for-like substitution there. They'll be looking forward to getting a lot more bite on the left-hand side of the attack.
Well, you expect to see the performance from both sides and excitement in the play there for All Blacks there, but it is GoldStars who simply have found a way into the box of All Blacks there. Ball sent in, has been cleared away by Aziz. Quite an opportunity there for the visiting side as All Blacks stride forward there. Swansea looking to pick up a route of Mensah, couldn't quite get to him. And here comes the opportunity. Swansea's been busy, was actually busy in the first 45 minutes there, but the fans are looking forward to see exactly what they're able to bring on the table. And these are the supporters who are just hoping it can come in there, but it is going to be the visiting side with the first goal. Surprise, surprise! And it is Bibiani GoldStars, Michael Inco, the man who in the first 45 minutes, Kelvin said, had it come into the party. Michael certainly, surprisingly, fetches the first goal there for Bibiani GoldStars. This is silence here at the Swedru Stadium. Could you believe this one?
They were never expecting that. Emmanuel J with a very good delivery inside the penalty area. Sanu couldn't get onto it. It bounced off Abdul Aziz, and Nkua was very well positioned to just nick home. Very unfortunate there from Aziz, but Nkua with a very disappointing opening 45 was not going to let this slide. He's made himself count, in the most important time. This is absolutely a shocker for GoldStars. They fluffed for All Blacks, I should say. They had all the opportunity to get a goal. They wasted their chances and they've been punished.
Well, I tell you what, this is where the visiting side have been pretty much busy in the afternoon. They've been working Emmanuel Ajay ever since the second half started. He's been actually busy on the left-hand side and trying to get the ball deep into the area, the danger zone. But All Stars, Swedru All Blacks, we want to see if they can repel and respond quickly to that goal there scored by Inco. But this is Swedru. This is where the silence is defending there. This is where the fans will be hoping at least their team can respond. They responded pretty well against Brecum Chelsea with the goal, but they haven't really been exciting in some of the matches played away from home. But it is going to be surprising there if this match should end with this goal there from Bibiani GoldStars.
It's going to be quite surprising, but this is a game of football experience, counting. GoldStars very much experienced in the league in the last 3 seasons, and they knew exactly what they had to do. Just weather the storm, and when it mattered most, they converted. But just as we've seen from All Blacks, they are not going to keep silent. They are going to come at GoldStars looking for a quick equalizer and probably the ultimate match winner.
Swansea just behind the ball here, trying to lift this ball into the box again. It's going to be a little bit of a push, and it's just going to be 2-2, and he skies that one.
2-2 once again. He can't blame him. He was very much eager to strike that home. At least he could have gotten on a target, but he had too much power but lacked accuracy. That was a teasing delivery there from Swansea. The edge of the penalty area, you can't be missing these.
Here comes Rudolph. And sends the ball to the other side. It's going to be Swedru All Blacks. We're looking to see if they can score there.
That was a better delivery there coming in from Rudolph. But Shadrach Arthur had all the time in the world to keep the ball and have a very better connection to it. There was no way with that balance he was going to score.
Ajay. Oh, that's an interesting play there from Ajay as he goes past his Marcus, and he gets a goal kick reward.
Well, I think the ball had early crossed the line. That was brilliant from me. Should have early been the foul. Referee Rita given the advantage, but he ended up overrunning. There's a call back for a free kick there. All Blacks trying to get back into the game as quickly as they can.
Well, the fans are asking for a quick response. When Swedru All Blacks are in the mood, they certainly come out with something special and it's spectacular. Rayton Kansa really having some weight there with Levitt. Probably expecting to see some bit of discipline on the pitch there. But the All Blacks made their first appearance in the Ghana Premier League back in 1961-62 season. They finished 9th. They were relegated for the first time at the end of their 2nd season. Well, they still got some supporters who are here to ensure that they enjoy their football. They are down by a goal to nil. At a time when they were in the Premier League back in 1961-62, they had 28 points from 16 clubs there. Vincent Atinga is okay and is getting the opportunity to come back in the Premier League. This game to have his way out with the side. The interesting bit about the All Blacks there was the 2008-2009 season. They were 14th with 36 points and got relegated. And since that time, they've been praying hard that they get a chance to come in and play a part in the Premier League. And 16 years they've been waiting, and now they are down by a goal to nil. Lost to Bibiani Stars and went to Nations. Got the first goal there and got beating as well. And picked up a win against Brickham Chelsea, and now they are down by a goal to nil.
Well, their inability to control games to favor them has been their bane. And I'm sure this is one of the days they wouldn't want to give themselves away.
Rudolph, yeah, good turn, but officials have whistled for an offside decision against him. Rudolph not excited about the call and the decision that has gone against him as well.
The flag was already up, and you could clearly see he was just so much away from the last line of defense for GoldStars. He needs to time his run. Neriba was the culprit in the first half.
And now it's Rudolph.
Yeah.
Well, Blacks were the first club from Swedru to participate in the Ghanaian top flight competition. And then you had Swedru Fankoba FC becoming the second team. They joined the Premier League back in the 1963-64 season. There's a yellow card. And is Michael Inco, the goal scorer, has got his name taken after the foul here.
I think that was a very bad decision from me. It looked more like a retaliation. It went in with malice. High foot start showing. There was no way the ref was going to allow that. Fair call. The caution got right.
A bit about the All Blacks match day 4 home games in the Premier League since 1999. Had to see a 4-0 dropping of Gapoha, and then drew 1-0 with Kesbin FC back in the 2007-2008 season. They've only picked up 1 win and drawn 4, scored 5 and conceded 1 in their match day 4 home games. Yet again, GoldStars will have their players beginning to have some bit of injury concerns, and you're going to have the referee there speaking to Sanu there, who's down on the ground and needs to be tended to.
Well, you can fairly understand. They've made some very lengthy trips in the last couple of weeks. 7-hour flight to Algeria. To Istanbul, I should say. 4-hour flights to Algeria. 3-hour drives to where they actually play the game, Kabylie. You know, on 2 different occasions. Coming to Ghana, going back to base in Bibiani and making the trip to Swedru. You can understand some tired legs in there. But Sanu, fortunately, is up on his feet.
Because they are 2-2, all of them there. This is 2-2, looking to hit something. Spreading play to the right-hand side again. 2-2 again. Is going to have to advertise his ball to the box. Goalkeeper comes out. And Kobe did well to at least had a fingertip on the ball there. 2-2, giving a chance once again. Going to control midfield. Fosu lifting ball into the box now. And again, it's certainly going to be a lot of work there from All Blacks. Trying to see plenty of the balls on behalf of Bibiani GoldStars.
Well, I think that was a very impressive delivery there inside the penalty area. There from 2-2. You can see goalkeeper Kobe coming out to punch it out. Rudolph Jr. was looking forward to that ball, dropping for him. The first touch letting him down. And these bits of poor display giving them away.
Quay. Ball taken away from Quay now. It is Sanu, who has been flagged offside after picking up a beautiful pass there from Emmanuel Kunchok. Interesting decision there to have a Pierre McCarthy on the bench there for Emmanuel Kunchok to start this game today.
Well, I think that they have all it takes to bring players on. They wanted more control of the game and to be very much compact. Pierre McCarthy would always be unleashing himself, looking forward to creating goal-scoring opportunities. And I'm sure Nana Amankwa, knowing how dangerous this All Blacks midfielders, couldn't trade that liability.
Well, for the fans, they are expecting a lot to come in from the side. Gideon Anaba there for the free kick. Now the ball into the box again. Very unproductive display there from Gideon Anaba. Bibiani GoldStars 4 home or away games played in the Premier League since the 2021-22 season. They've lost 2 of those games in John 1. Some of the defeats came from Elmina Sharks, Accra Hearts of Oak, and the only drew with Hearts of Lions, who have a game against Kumasi Asante Kotoko tomorrow. The only time they scored 2 goals there and have to concede 4 of those performances there. But for Swedru All Blacks since 1999, and match day 6 was the one they lost against Dewu Youngsters here, and it was just 1-0. Since then, All Blacks have played 59 home games in the Premier League. They've picked up 33 wins, and losing 11 and drawing 14. I tell you what, they've had to score 67 goals and conceding 35. They've been very, very impressive at home, and that's the man who has played a huge role for Hearts of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Gordon Ablode. Once upon a time, the captain for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, now working for Bibiani GoldStars.
Well, he's had all it takes to be one of the very best on the local scene, Gordon Ablode. He understands his job. He knows what he's capable of. Remember, he's been assistant for quite a number of years, assisting Steve Pollack at Asante Kotoko, winning the FA Cup in 2017 and also qualifying for the CAF Confederation Cup. He's been one excellent.
Good play there from Quay, comes in, and I think out with that huge clearance away. Possession back down to All Blacks. Again, Quay introducing some bit of grit in the game and being brighting, one of the brightest players in the game for the visitors. Here comes Aziz, swings one in. Oh, Rudolph with a chance here. Not the best of control there from Rudolph. Oh, that would have been a moment here, but this time Zayat would have to sky that one.
That was poor decision there from Zayat, striking the ball from that distance. There was no way that it was going to beat goalkeeper Emmanuel Kobe from there. Clement Tutu, you can see, stinging out his thang, knowing that was a very bad decision. But inside the penalty area, Rudolph needs to get better, and I'm sure there's a reason why the coach would want to make these changes.
Well, changes have to be made there by All Blacks. And so Fosu is being withdrawn, and Hafiz Al-Hassan is coming in. And you also have Samuel Fosu already gone, and Kwekuba Fwaswanzi, the captain, is also out.
And I think that Hakeem coming on, bringing some energy into the team. And Ando also will be that main man they'll be looking forward to be creating the chances and eventually finishing it off.
Again, it's just giving the balls away. Now GoldStars will try to lurk around and hit this ball into the box. Was eluding everybody. Quay comes in. It's been cleverly mopping the floor there for the goalkeeper and dealing with it. Ando. And just been well policed. Well, the very first time, or the last time Swedru Blacks lost at home in the Premier League was May 24th, 2009. It was a match day 20 match. It was a match against Saint Mirren. And Mirren again scored here. They had a goal, just a single goal they scored. And they played 6 home matches, spanning 540 minutes so far in the Premier League. They picked up 5 wins, losing 12. They're scoring 12 goals, I should say, and conceding 4. I think only 1 draw there, but they've had an interesting matches played at home, and they've lost to Kotoko as well. But this time is Quay. Oh, skies that effort wide. And lots of opportunities coming to this man who's just introduced into the game in the second half.
The idea was very clear. Quick passing between himself and then Roland Levesque getting the ball back into Hakim. Hakim found John, who eventually got the ball to Quay. But the final decision to hit the ball, not very much impressive. Accuracy and precision lacking there. Time really is not on the side of All Blacks.
All Blacks have lost at home. 12 out of the 61 home matches in the Premier League since 1999 season. They've lost here against the youngsters of Cole United, beat them 3-0 here. The Swedru also picking up, scoring a goal here. Kumasi Asante going to go hard to folk all of them. Brekum Arsenal also beating All Blacks here. Wow, Stars. So picked up an interesting goal here against All Blacks. 61 home matches since 1999. 35 home wins for them. 14 drawn games, and yet again they are still looking to see if they can get something. Ando here committing a foul. There will be a very interesting development there for Bibiani GoldStars. Especially so looking at how stories have been written about them negatively after from Paul Manson leaving and losing to GSK, really home and away as well. This will be a much relieving performance result for them as they try to strike or perhaps move forward in the Premier League.
They need to pick up very good points. They have an outstanding against Asante Kotoko, where it doesn't look promise that they may get all 3 points, and ahead of them possibly announcing a new manager in the coming week. They would want to win this and put themselves in very good stead.
Square again. It's been one lively player since he was brought on, and again his performance has been interestingly not the best.
Clearly not the best, and you look at the decision from Quay. His first touch letting him down, and there was no way Vincent Atenga was going to allow him to get any bite on the ball again.
Aziz. Hakim. Atenga with a diving header. And now it is going to be Swansea's shot. Well, it's Rudolph. Again, it's going to be a hefty clearance again from GoldStars, who are currently defending their lines. They do have a player just sitting around the 12-yard area. I tell you what, it's certainly an interesting decision there. Development is Vincent Atenga. It might probably be an hamstring situation.
Well, clearly he came out west of that challenge before the throw-in, and you can see he seems to be very much okay. He wanted the medics to attend to him. But with experience, this is a great opportunity for his team to calm down the pressure and lower the intensity that is coming from the home team.
Again, it's trying to call for a corner kick advantage, and they have the call there from the referee, Rita Nkansa.
This time around, a better hit coming in. The defender was just right in front of him, and Abba putting his body on the line to push that ball for a corner kick. The fans rallying behind the team. They quickly need a goal.
Corner kick taken, and again it's being cleared away, only as far as All Blacks. Was made some changes there. Again, it's been rushed decision from the players. Not the best of play there from Hakeem Mohammed. Clearly could have done better on that occasion.
That was very much for the decision making coming in there from Hakeem, and John Andor wasn't really the very best. And time again, the deliveries haven't been sharper. They haven't come with accuracy and the pace you would want your attacker to just latch onto the ball.
Attinger again gives the ball away, and this time it's Rudolph! Oh, what a save, what a save. Emmanuel Kobe coming out with that exciting display. This is brilliant.
Very, very costly mistake nearly there from Visit Attinger, but that was a poor touch from Rudolph. Can give credit to Mano Kobe. He read the situation and he narrowed the angle, came out earlier, and he picked up the ball right at the edge of the goalkeeper's area, preventing Rudolph. This is not the very best of days from Rudolph, but that was a defensive disarray between Anaba and Attinger there.
Well, so the goalkeeper being the hero of the day, making sure that he saves GoldStars from conceding and leveling the scoreline here, because they are currently leading by a goal to nil.
You can see not the very best of situations. Very nervy moment for the fans. And they knew that it's getting closer to the end of the game.
Here's where the phones become your friends there. So they have a substitution coming in, and there's going to be a change that needs to come in there from GoldStars. Francis Chede, it's been withdrawn, and the decision coming in from the match officials there. The likes of Emmanuel Ejay also being withdrawn, and so it is Ankra who has been given the opportunity to come in for Francis Chede. Emmanuel Ankra. We started against GS Kabylie back in Algeria, and now it is Michael Nko who came in to replace him. So that's the decision that's coming there. So it's going to be Bernard Kessie who's replacing Emmanuel Ejay.
You can see tired legs there. He quickly needs reinforcement, and you can understand why he's brought on Bernard Kessie to come in on the right-hand side for Emmanuel Ejay, who seemed to have lost some energy in his legs. Kessie is a centre forward who will be probably running from the flank, so we'll just get into an attacking area.
Here comes the away team, the visitors, with opportunity, and this is Kessie with a chance. He's been brought down, and it's a first attempt here, and Bernard Kessie is able to win a free kick just at the edge of the box there for the Bibiani GoldStars.
And you can see He knew exactly what he was doing. Got past his man. And Roland Leve had absolutely nothing to do than to just slide in. And as clever as Kessie is, he just played the ball just a bit away from him. And his man had already committed himself. Very impressive from the 21-year-old.
The GoldStars won their debut Ghana Premier League away match against Brecum Chelsea at the Dunes Park. Well, that's the debut game in the Premier League where they won it. But again, the away game where they picked up a win was against Bibiani Stars. They won by a 1-0. There's a ball just behind the box is Emmanuel Conto, but this time it's been whipped in. I think they're coming in to reflect something. But Clement Aye just saving the situation.
Well, he had to just step in to pick up that ball. I think I wanted to have a bullet of a strike, but it wasn't the very best, and they had to come through the array of men. And the power behind it was just minimized for goalkeeper Clement Aye to come out and save it.
So after your win against Bibiani Stars, GoldStars have so far had a very interesting away performances there. 4,950 minutes so far in the Premier League, and they've picked up 51 away games. And only 10 wins for them. It's 17 drawn, 24 defeats in the 51 away games played. Tell you what, they've conceded 67 in those away games and scored 41. Now they've scored here.
Well, that is impressive from them. I think time and time again, year after year, they get better.
Yeah, there's a ball lifted into the box. It's been recycled beautifully here. Hakim dropping the ball down. Leve goes around his man. And it is still Roland Leve who is trying to see if they can inject some bit of urgency in the performance of All Blacks. They win a free kick, and now they still would have to get a lot of men forward. See if they can get the equalizing goal here.
Well, this is the time that they need to start making the few opportunities that they have count. They've tried in time again. And that was a rash challenge there from Emmanuel Conto.
Quay, left-footed ball into the far post. There's a corner kick advantage there to the home side, Swedru All Blacks.
Swedru dropping in there to help with defensive duties. He knows he has limited impact in attack. He has to count at the rear too when the team needs him, and he did just that.
So last season, GoldStars beat Brecum Chelsea away by 3-2. Ball sent in into the box, and goalkeeper is able to just stand and just watch the ball cleared. The fans are just shouting for a penalty there. Zayat and finds the support of Tutu. Hakim and Ando coming in here. Again, also the ball's lifted into the box, have been well cut out beautifully by GoldStars. And now they have to turn defense into attack and try to get the man into the box there. As Samuel Atakumi. It's been well policed, but again, the ball's been lifted into the box. It's been well cut up beautifully by All Stars. Ando. Nakim does well. There's some support there. Again, it's going to be a very interesting display there by Philip Ofori. I'm not too sure again what the clearance was all about.
He's very much tired. You could see from the first half. He has a shoulder injury too. He didn't want to take chances on chasing that ball. But that was a miscue.
Abdulaziz sends the ball back. And it's Swedru All Blacks trying to get almost everybody in the box. And again, when the GoldStars do get the ball, they just slip the ball straight into the half of All Blacks. And here they go again. It's certainly going to be an opportunity. And so, Kessie. And I tell you what, Sanu, with that bullet of a strike, just cannons the ball away.
Well, it was well laid before him as he was running to attack that ball. Power bar was intact. But you cannot be hitting the target with that sort of execution. It was always going to fly.
There's a lovely turn there by Kunto. Kesse looking for Sano. Possession lost. Since the 2021-22 season, All-Stars, Bibiani GoldStars have picked up 11 wins and 20 drawn games and 35 defeats with 50 goals and 95 goals conceded. Since 1999, when they had a chance of coming back into the Premier League, All Blacks drew at home to Ken Faisal. And again, there's an interesting decision there. There's a player just on the ground there, but there might be another change. I tell you what, for Swedru All Blacks, I'd like to see the likes of Junior Yeboah will be given a chance to come into the game there. There'll be a lot of changes there for Swedru All Blacks. Not a beaten performance from them after that home win against Brecum Chelsea, but again, the fans will be expecting a lot. They don't want to go on relegation. They've seen a lot of performances. 16 years they've waited to be in the Premier League, and now they have a chance. They are not taking the chances as they should be taking. That's one of the things that the fans have been talking about, is the fact that they've been fluffing the opportunities, they've been wasteful. And with 10 minutes plus additional time to go, Kelvin, the story of Swedru All Blacks in the Ghana Premier League at home and away, your take?
The strength from the Ghana Premier League team to survive, as by winning home matches, you need to amass massive points, most of your points from the home games you play. You cannot be giving away points at home. If you want to survive after 16 years in the wilderness, All Blacks wouldn't want to be seeing this play out altogether again. They have a few minutes to do that. Either they get a point or they get all points.
They get a point, all point there. And still restarting the ball there, Levitt. Might want to get the ball deep into the far post. Just saluting everybody here. 10 more minutes plus additional time. And there will be a lot of responses. The fans will be asking questions. Fatih Ibrahim from Egypt will be asked questions. What should be the answer?
Well, the answer is by getting more prudent, creating more clear goal-scoring opportunities, and getting a lot more of those efforts on target. Once you work Kobe, we saw a couple of instances in the first half where he flubbed with saves, but that hasn't been the case.
There's Akeem, who is just getting a chance to come in to replace, as Rudolph is out for Junior Yeboah. Akeem is coming to replace again, it's a chance. And here comes Samuel Fosu. Well, Shadrach Arthur is out. For Akeem Mohammed.
It's more like more players up front, more players in attack. They quickly need to get an equalizer. And coach Abdullah is throwing on every single bit of his attacking machinery.
Well, they're still pushing. And still going, GoldStars. Again, player pushed off the play. The The referee sees that to be a legal tackle.
That was Nelius from Nkoa. He had already gotten himself into a very good shooting position. Was clearly looking for that penalty. That is quite disappointing. You shouldn't forget he's already on a yellow card. A dive. Could see him getting a second yellow card, which will end up in him marching off the pitch.
Well, again, it's going to be the advantage which he used to be giving, and still going to be a lot of work these teams. Team has to be a little bit agile in terms of his ball possession and display. Sanu goes past Levitt. Sanu again, Levitt with the final touch on the ball there. It's been only one win there for Bibiani GoldStars in matches played in the Premier League in the month of October. They've had to pick up a defeat against Hearts of Oak, but Fakatano, they drew with them. Drew with Summertex as well. They also drew with Nations FC, all in 2024. And then lost to Hearts of Oak. Now they lead by a goal to nil. It's likely they might have to pick up a win here to make it 2 wins in the month of October in the Premier League since 19. And that's sure they'll move forward there. This is going to be Swedru All Blacks. Really, they're having difficulties. Absolutely not the best of a moment there for them. They still try to push moment forward. It hasn't been easy for them, hasn't it?
That was a very good pass there. Hakim Mohammed latched onto the ball, but it's cut back. Well read by Emmanuel Ankara.
For taking again, All Blacks still missing chances. Absolutely disappointing for the fans. They are not really getting it right there. What is the current defensive shape for GoldStars and attacking play there from Swedru All Blacks? I tell you what, they've done almost everything right. Absolutely everything right. The only thing missing is the ball hitting the back of the net.
And that is the most important thing in football, being accurate, being precise. That is what the team has been lacking. And I think once they correct that, they could be headed for a draw.
Quay, again, well cleared. Well, this could be very dangerous there for All Blacks. This could be it. Oh! Chess! Hitting the woodwork. Not the best of strikes there from Atakumi. Oh, how did he miss that?
That was an unfortunate miss there from Atakumi. He clearly read the scene too well, stole the ball away. Good opportunity for him. He struck it well beyond the reach of the goalkeeper, but the woodwork denying him just in front of the goal line. Very unfortunate there from Atakumi. That was a wild clearance coming in. Not the very best of passing from All Blacks, giving the ball away. Atakumi stole it away from Zayat. Took a couple of steps away and just inside the penalty area. Look at that thing coming right off the crossbar and in front of the goal line. Narrowly denied a second goal by the woodwork.
Wow. Wow. This could have simply sealed the moment there for GoldStars. Atakumi simply could have hit the ball just beneath the goalkeeper there. Didn't need to really go that powerful. Eduku. Oh, it's just been given a chance to come in here. And he replaces the goal scorer, Michael Inco. Samson Eduku played for Kumasi Asante Kotoko as well. But again, it is Emmanuel Fosu who's been given a chance to play a part now. And Eduku also coming in.
Well, I think, Eduku is going to do a lot more of the battles up front. He's that player you can rely on to hold up play this moment, waste a couple of minutes, win some balls in very good positions. Fosuche is one player who is very quick. He can quickly get himself into transition, coming on to replace Michael Nkua down the right-hand side. I think Coach Nana Nkua knows exactly what he's doing. Not giving any leaflet for his opponents to write a word on.
Well, Siama has been pretty much quiet in the second half here. Hakim. They're still trying to get something coming in here. Ball lifted into the box and again defended beautifully there by GoldStars. And return counter again right out of the action there, calling for a foul.
Samson Eduko with his contribution there. He knows how to do it. He just won a free kick to while away some time. His experience from Karela United. And then Kumasi Asante Kotoko last season. Expected to make it count. And that is what the mark of champions are. They know when to attack. They know when to defend. They know when to inject energy into play. And when to calm the tempo. That is what has made them survive against a very vibrant All Blacks team so far.
All Blacks have been relegated on 5 occasions from the Ghana Premier League back in 1962-63 season, the 1971 season, 1978, 1999, and the 2008-2009 seasons. Swedru All Blacks came to the Premier League, had very quality players, great performances from them, but they couldn't sustain those performances and had to leave back to Division 1. 16 years they stayed, and now they said they want to stay, but it doesn't appear a campaign that they can sustain that without winning some matches at home as well. And the win here against Brecum Chelsea really set the tone for the fans to believe the possibility of them continuing with that of GoldStars, but it was definitely going to be a tedious task for them.
Consistency is very key in football, and to continuously keep that energy, you need to be consistent with the output.
I tell you what, Kelvin, it appears that the sudden inexperience on the part of All Stars is there.
Clearly, All Blacks is showing that inexperience. You may play in the Division 1 all you can, but when it gets to the top flight level, decision-making becomes a crucial part of the game. And the lack of experience is clearly telling.
We're doing 5 minutes of additional time.
Not so much time wasted, you can understand. There's substitutions.
Love. Yeah, Zayat there. 3 points of the match day, 3 games with the GoldStars with 2 outstanding games. Kotoko and Brecum Chelsea. These are very tough games there for GoldStars.
Very, very tough, and it's impressive they are winning points away. Once you win your home game, if you lose one, you still know that at least you've been able to pick up points on the road. And out of the remaining games, this is the likely list they can win.
Leve. Oh, lovely play there from Leve. He still has some space now. Swedru All Blacks. Oh, against the woodwork again. How did that not enter?
That's quite disappointing there, Hakim. Not very much happy with what he just saw. Brilliant play there from Roland, getting past his man. He got into a very good area. The cutback was brilliant. But that effort, not finding the net, the woodwork being the barrier, clever, outwitting Bernard Kesse. But look at that ball there from Hakim. The question is, where would we find the goal? GoldStars certainly have blocked every single path.
I tell you what, they've done almost everything perfectly right. Everything has been spot on there. Fatih Ibrahim has set the team pretty well. They've outplayed GoldStars. They've maintained momentum. It was just one very smart and intelligent play from GoldStars that got them the goal. That is the experience they bring into this game. And now they're hitting the woodworks. They're doing everything defensively and attackingly. They are doing everything that they need to get the goal here. But there is a certain unimaginable barrier preventing them from hitting the back of the net.
Very much commendable from him and his team. But these are the kinds of games you'd want to get goals. That ball off the upright is termed as an off target. It means precision wasn't as much as accurate.
Well, I tell you, Kelvin, nearly never kills a bird.
Not at all. You need to kill it.
Another ball into the box once again. This could be another nearly opportunity for Levy again. He's just doing almost what is expected of him as a winger. And just probing and probing once again.
He's really given everything out this afternoon as a right back. He's overlapped. He's defended well. Has delivered some very good crosses. Some intelligent play. Unfortunately, his team.
Quays ball into the box again. How? Swedru All Blacks. Is this your day?
Clearly not the other day. You can see on the face of Hafiz, wondering when are we going to get that ball into the net.
Wow, this is something. All Blacks just all over the place, but all cannot be the end of the story. There'll be lots of post-mortem on this game there. I was telling you about the unseen barrier once again. Appears somebody just getting it right there, but it's still not over yet. It's been overhit there, cross face of goal. 18, 17 seconds to go. Counting. And All Blacks once again in your territory. We are just almost ending the party here. Siama and Zayat. And it's going to be the likes of Hakim and Ando, all of them playing their part there. It is Quay on the left. Quay on the left once again. Possession back, recycled, and gets a corner kick. Probably the last kick of the day there for Swedru All Blacks.
GoldStars have been very resolute defensively. They knew exactly what they have to do to repel all the attack and the dangerous play, and they've done that to perfection. One last time, they have to keep their concentration.
One last time, ball whipped in! And it's been brought back. But I tell you what, it has been an action where Bibiani GoldStars came here with one purpose, one dream. And the only digging point was that it was Michael Inco's goal separating the two sides. This was not a day for Swedru All Blacks. Hit the woodwork twice. But I tell you what, their efforts certainly hasn't been well rewarded. This is a game they felt they should have had the 3 points.
This is a game they played, they dominated, they created all the best chances in the game. But this is a game of football. You don't profligate. You don't waste too many chances. You need to be prudent. You need to be accurate. Precision letting them down. Decision making letting them down. And for GoldStars, for the only time they had an opportunity, Michael Nkua stuck. And that was the sting that the B from GoldStars needed to offer to make the day a sorry one for All Blacks. They have proven that on a very bad day as champions, they have a way of muddling through to get all points.
On a day, they would say we're nearly there. On a day, they would say they had the chances. On a day, Swedru All Blacks would say they got something, but they never got the gift away from it. I tell you what, the only side to prevent Swedru All Blacks. The last time an away team prevented them from picking the 3-point here was Saint Mirren. And it is GoldStars who had the opportunity to replicate that performance there. They nearly snatched the equalizing goal, but I tell you what, nearly never kills any bird. You'd have to hit it accurately, and the fans would hope they will come back home and get something out of it. It finished here at the Swedru Stadium. All Blacks 0, GoldStars 0. GoldStars 1. I nearly said GoldStars 0, but Swedru All Blacks 0, Bibiani GoldStars 1.
So it's a big win here for Bibiani GoldStars. History has been made because for the first time in about 20 games, this is the first defeat that Swedru All Blacks have had at this venue. And the man who masterminded this victory for Bibiani GoldStars is here, Nanayao Amankwa, the assistant coach. Now, coach, this is a big 3 points for you. First of all, how would you assess your team's overall performance?
Yeah. It's very great. It's very great. The guys obeyed instructions. Tactically, they are very disciplined, and our tactical and strategy work perfection. So we are very grateful for the boys. They did very well. So we are very happy for this win.
Now, the first half you started poorly, where Swedru All Blacks created all the chances. The second half was a different story. You started well, got an early goal. What was the halftime team talk like?
Yeah, I know that is what is going to happen. Because Swedru All Blacks, they will come with the pressure, so we should cool down with the pressure for the first half. And when we go recess, then we come up with another strategy. That is why we are able to even score a goal. It's
now, in the last few days, you've not had a good time with the CAF Champions League. How important or significant is this victory to the cause of Bibiani GoldStars?
Yeah, I think this win is very great for the supporters. We are giving it to the supporters to console them as we lost the Champions League. So we are giving this win to them. They should be cheerful. We are coming strongly for the league.
Next game away to Vision in Accra. What needs to change?
I don't know. Next game will be Kotoko.
Okay, that is the outstanding game.
Outstanding game.
Okay.
Which is Thursday.
Yeah.
We are going to prepare very well for them. Kotoko are a very big team. They are strong now. So we are going to prepare very well today.
Thanks very much, Coach, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. That is the assistant coach of Bibiani GoldStars, then Nanayao Amankwa, speaking to us because he has now taken charge of the team. Now I have with me the head coach of Swedru All Blacks. Coach, first of all, commiseration. Halak, you started the game very well, but the second half you started slowly and they got an early goal. What went wrong?
Before of everything, what I have to do now, or what I have to say is, I'm sending very thankful for my players that the unbelievable performance now. What we did is we dominate the game from every moment. Just the first minutes in the second half, maybe I don't know what happened that we consider one goal, but even the second half, we dominate the game from the first moment until the last moment. And this is the football, what I can say.
Okay, now what needs to change going into your next game? Because you created a lot of chances and you couldn't score.
We have to keep trying to develop our players. We have to change our programs to be cooperate with the level what we see. Actually, we have very, I don't like to say very bad luck that a lot of chances we create, but there is no result. But still, we keep trying until we got solution for this problem.
Okay, thanks very much, Coach, and I wish you all the best in your other games there. Now, we'll be speaking to the most valuable player in the game as well, Abdul Aziz of Swedru All Blacks. He was adjudged the most valuable player there. Now, Aziz, you've been adjudged the most valuable player in today's game, but your team lost. Why? What happened?
It was a hard luck. You know, we play all the game, but it was a hard luck. Sometimes that's how it is.
Now, you actually started the first half well. You created all the chances. But in the second half, you started slowly. What really went wrong?
That's why, as already said, like, it was a hard luck. You have nothing to do. And it's part of game. So what I say. I need to count.
Okay.
Until the everything I see, no.
Okay.
Just say, you better work hard now next time. You better just see a chances, no.
Now, Chasa Munya chance be a Rudolph any chance in the first half. I went to Manchester. What you say? Some moment, you know, it was a decisive moment and no affecting one went to Marini.
Oh, and yes, sir. It was like Rudolph no sometimes no chances, sometimes no share. That's why, like I already said, it's part of game. Nini count. Sometimes we share, sometimes we share. Yeah, normal.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Oh, Aziz, that is the most valuable player in today's game there. Abdul Aziz, he was adjudged the most valuable player, despite the fact that his team lost by a goal to nil. Now, Swedru All Blacks have played over 20 games here at this venue. Remember that in Division 1, they never lost a game, but today wasn't a good one for them as they've lost by a goal to nil. This is actually the third defeat they've suffered in this year's Ghana Premier League, but they've won one game here already against Brekum Chelsea. Next up, they would actually travel all the way to the Volta region to face Hoho United in match day 5. Not good one for them because Ahmed Fati says a lot needs to change in terms of their conversion rate because they had a lot of chances. They had the lion's share of possession, but that did not count. This is where we bring an end to our coverage here at the Swedru Sports Stadium. It has been a good one, but tomorrow there is another big game that will be on TV3 and on Nuya TV. It is that game between Asante Kotoko and Pando Heart of Lions, and it will be live on this channel as well at 3 p.m. My name is Mutala Yakubu. I did this with Kelvin Owusu Ansa from us here at the Swedru Sports Stadium. We say have a good evening.